Your peace of the gods. I love myself. Open your eyes so I can see. Got you all in check. You know, Atum Israelite, Atum deity. We in the building. Goa'uld and that's how rule. We in the building. Shout out to the kings and queens, all the gods and goddesses out here. Shadawan, Salam, Yahama Mashah, Elohim. Atum Israelite, Atum deity. We in the building. You feel me? Coming back with your another one. You feel me? With Modern Nation combination. We in the building. Most definitely coming to y'all live in the wreck, real live. You feel me? So, pushing 3, the Ram God, we in the building. Okay, in this video right here, I'm gonna be talking to y'all about this is a very important video. I know we probably see other YouTubers talking about it, other chosen people talking about it. I'm a chosen person. Outside of that, I'm actually a ascended master. I'm not just a chosen one anymore. I'm still a chosen one, but I'm a ascended master now. I'm an energy master. I'm a transcending gender master at all this shit. I transcend all this shit. You feel me? And I'm just coming to y'all right now to let y'all know this is that working a 9-to-5 job and being homeless will make you rich, but for real, you're not homeless. You know, I'm be talking about other stuff too. The reason why, okay, as y'all can see, right, I'm in a tent. I'm sheltered. I'm in a tent. I'm sheltered. Any form of shelter that you build outside of the tent, it doesn't matter what it is, you're not homeless. If you can live in harmony on this planet while have to pay rent, you're not homeless. If you know any other way to live in harmony like the rest of the animals on the planet, and you can still work, make money, you're not homeless. Closed mouth don't get fed. The Bible even said, if a man don't work, a man don't eat. And faith, while work, faith is dead. While works, faith is dead. Faith is dead while it works. So while it works, faith is dead. So it doesn't matter how much faith you have on something. If you don't put the work into it, it would never exist. You can never bring it to life. You can never will that power into existence if you do not put in no work. So it's a lot of spiritual agents telling you don't work a job, this and that and the third. I understand that. We all had that beginning stages. We all went through that shit on our spiritual journey, realizing what the world is, how corrupt the world is, this and that and the third. But you gotta understand, this shit is not real. It's just a video game. Don't hate the player, hate the game. We too busy focused on the players and not understanding that the players that we focusing on that you don't like are just NPCs. You should just focus on putting value to, bringing value to this shit for other people and wake other people up and put them on game and enlighten them, so we all can work together and bring all our resources together so we don't have to work a job no more. Because like I said, it's quality over quantity. You can have a lot of people around you, right? And they might be pulling you down. You feel me? You can have a lot of people around you, they can be pulling you down because they not motivated like how the way you motivated. I'm spiritually rich, but I'm trying to master the game of Babylon. I'm trying to master the game of money. I already mastered the game of the natural world. But in the fake world, when you gotta utilize money and make money and shit like that, I'm trying to master that. Because once you master both things, you gonna be the richest motherfucker alive. Like, you gonna be no different than the celebrities. And people gotta understand this too as well. Like I said, people gotta understand this too as well. Is that in the fucking receipts, people don't understand that a lot of people that we see that selling their souls and worshiping the devil and selling their soul for riches and fame, we don't even know that they still believe in the Most High God. You don't know how that life is behind scenes. They just show you the material side of things. But behind the scenes, they can be fucking... Look at Waka Flocka. He farming. He's a farmer. But people would look at him as an industry plant. Like a celebrity. People know Waka Flocka as a famous rapper and shit. No different than Jay-Z, Beyonce, and all these other people. But we do not understand. But we don't know behind the scenes. They living a holistic lifestyle. They growing their own food. They doing a lot of shit. But we just focus on the celebrity part of things. That's what I'm saying. And then this Illuminati shit, people don't understand the real meaning of Illuminati is the enlightened one. But the lower self, right? The colonizers stole our black history, right? And put that pyramid on a dollar bill and say, only in God we trust. But I don't see nothing wrong with that. Only in God we trust. Because we all God and we should be trusting in ourselves, right? And the God within us, our God-given abilities, our God-given talent. In God we trust. You should be trusting yourself to be able to express your, put out your talent, whatever, into the world and make things and enlighten people and shit. And spark the minds of people. Like on some Tupac shit. I'm not here to change the world, but I'm here to spark the mind of the ones that will change the world. That's what I'm trying to do. That's why I look up Tupac. I'm not trying to change the world. Changing the world is trying to save the world. Like, you cannot save the world. You can't protect the world because you did not create it. You didn't create this world, but we do create our own realities. You gotta understand, we in a dream within a dream. Once you wake up out of your sleep in the dream, you gotta create your own dream within this dream. With your talent, with your God-gifted talent. And like I said, man, you can be homeless and working a 9-to-5 job. Being homeless would make you rich, but for real, you're not really homeless. Because if you can shelter yourself anywhere, you're not fucking homeless. You're not fucking homeless. That's the illusion. That's the illusion. We all think we gotta live in a house. We all think we gotta live in an apartment. But don't you know it's people that's nomadic? I choose the nomadic lifestyle. I choose the nomadic lifestyle. I choose I get Airbnbs here and there. Yeah, I might rent rooms out. Yeah, I might stay with homies, this and that and the third. But I prefer to live this lifestyle because it's beneficial to my health, my mental health, my sexual health, my emotional health, my physical health, my spiritual health. It's beneficial to be connected to the planet and be more grounded to the earth while you making money. And people be living out their cars. People waking up. People are living in their cars now, living in minivans. They living in their vans. They living in their cars. They living in their trucks. You know, people living in RVs. People, it's like, fuck this shit, bro. There's no point in me giving all my energy, right? There's no point in me wasting all my energy to give it right back to the corporation. We all working for the Fed. That's what it's the Federal Reserve. You working for the Feds. You working for you working for the government. You working for the Feds. And they taking taxes out of your money. The police are taxing. Yeah, they are the Feds. There's the reason why they taking taxes out of your money, and some of that money is going to the police because you working for the Feds. You working for a corporation. United States of America, it's a corporation. But don't hate the players in it. Hate the game. Reverse it. If you do not like it, find another way how to get out of it. But you still can't get out of it because people don't understand that a lot of spiritual agents don't want to keep talking down on people working 9-to-5 jobs, and they working a 9-to-5 job they motherfucking self because they working for people. You putting out content. You trying to wake people up, wake people's minds up. That's still a job. You feel me? It might not be the same as a 9-to-5 job, but how the way they controlling our money and how the way they paying us, it's no different than a 9-to-5 job. Because the less content you put out, the less money you make. The more content you put out, the more money you make. But still, you can put out more content and you might not make a lot of money like that. That's why you gotta have multiple incomes. Just because it's a lot of people, right, that's on the internet that's chosen, whatever the case be, or not chosen, or whatever. Yeah, they trying to use their job to make money online, but they still working that job and still making money online because they realize that the money that they making online still is not enough to live off of. They not comfortable with just quitting their job and just streaming, mainstreaming all fucking day. So that's what I'm saying. So I'm here to wake other chosen people up to let people know, like, don't sit around on your lazy, sorry ass. Get out here. I don't care if it's cold. I don't care if it's too hot. I don't care if the job is too far. I don't care if you got to move to a whole nother state or city. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Do what you got to do to blow up, to leave your mark. Do what you got to do to better yourself, to be the best version of yourself. Because if you keep sitting around making videos all day, if it don't make money, it doesn't make sense. Time is money, bro. Time is energy. Money is energy. So yeah, people can sit around all day, make donations, but that shit is boring. Because the more money you got, the more connections that you got. You feel me? And like I said, we all paying for attention. Attention is not free. You think you can use free Wi-Fi, this and that and the third though, but people need product. Like how Kanye West say, people need production, product. Like people don't give a fuck about what you know, how smart you is, how intelligent you are. If you cannot manifest nothing with that shit, what's the point of all this knowledge and you cannot use it to create things in this world? What's the point of what's the point of having all this knowledge and you're not making no money off of it? You're not bringing nobody together with it. You feel me? What's the point of having good music if you're not trying to even put it on iTunes and sell it to people? Or you feel me? Like, what's the point? Like, what's the point of this shit? It's like, don't be lazy with this shit. Anybody around me, I'ma motivate them. Even when they down and even when they at their lowest, when they down, I'ma try to uplift them because that's the best thing for to do. Because if I'm down, I want to be uplifted up. You feel me? And people just gotta understand this, bro. Like, you gotta understand that if a person can fake like they sell their soul to the devil, they sell their soul for riches and fame. A person can show the dark side of the force and the light side of the force, and they can make it seem like, oh, they acting weird or they selling their soul to the devil, they worshiping money or materialistic shit. But on the back end, if they still believe in the Most High God and the high power, and they have faith within Christ and following the footsteps of Yahweh footsteps and shit on the back end, and finding the kingdom of God within them, then they gonna still make it. They gonna fucking still make it. They still connected with the divine source. People gotta understand, just because they put out demonic music, right? People want to talk about Skrilla, 6-7 song that is kind of demonic. People want to talk about a lot of people selling out Sexy Red, Mega Style, and Carly B. Who give a fuck about this shit, bro? Who young NBA young boy NLE Chopper trying to diss NBA young boy, trying to switch up, trying to make woke music now. It's dumb, bro. It's all an illusion. They want us to go against each other. They want us to fight each other to fuck up our image and our money. We don't supposed to be doing that. We should have love and compassion and understanding for one another. We should all want to try to help everybody blow up. We should not tear nobody down, bro. We should not tear nobody down, bro. Because the more you put out that energy trying to tear another person down, bro, the more you be spreading hate toward another person, bro. The more you be envying and having greed and stealing and robbing from another person, bro. The more you be trying to hide from your sexuality or whatever the case is be in general, you just tearing yourself down, bro. You just tearing yourself down, bro. The universe is gonna body snatch people out here. People think people body snatching nobody. No. You body snatching yourself. You having sex with yourself. No, everything externally is you. Everything is projection of your mind. It's you versus you. It's me versus me. It's your mind versus your mind. Everything that you see, you got to use everything as catalyst. You got to alchemize everything. It doesn't matter if they in a lower self, they higher self. It doesn't matter if you look at them as a spiritual agent or not. They all fucking you, nigga. To show you who you are, nigga, through them, through you. They showing you who you are, nigga. Don't get mad at this shit, bro. Cause being mad that's where you never supposed to be upset. You never supposed to be mad. You supposed to remain happy, bro. Even in the tough fucking times, you gotta think positive. You gotta remain humble. You gotta remain happy, bro. You can't let any fucking thing that don't go your way pull you down to your lowest, because this what this world is. It's a negative energy farm, and they harvesting us for our negative energy. They want us to be down. They want us to be down all the time. Your vibration always got to be high. It's not such thing as masculine energy and feminine energy. It's all about divinity, balance, being harmonious with your sexual energy, being in tune with nature, being in harmony with nature. You feel me? Nobody is fucking homeless if they can create a shelter for themselves and live in harmony with on this planet like the rest of the fucking animals. All the animals are mainly nomadic people. Every species on this planet doesn't have to pay for shelter, but humans have to pay for shelter because we disconnected from nature. But look at this. This is the flip side of it. Once you realize that, right, then you supposed to start utilizing what the material world has been giving us. Because everything that they put in grocery stores, wood, furniture, whatever the case would be, food, it all comes from the source. It all comes from the divine source where all life comes from, which we are part of, which is nature. So what do? Utilize that shit. It's a video game. The world we live in is a video game. So what you supposed to do? All these rules that's in this game, in this matrix, are made to fuck up. It's not real. But this is the flip side of it. You gotta play by the game. Don't hate the player, hate the game. You gotta play by the game. So if you know that everything that you got in life evolves around money, food, clothes, and shelter, what that means, you're supposed to still utilize that money, but look at the money as cosmetic energy. Just view it as that way. View money as energy. The world evolves around sex. Sacred energy exchange. So you gotta look at it like that. So I'm telling everybody, don't look down on 9-to-5 jobs. I know it sucks to work a 9-to-5 job, but your best bet is to work a 9-to-5 job. It's to work a 9-to-5 job and utilize that 9-to-5 job to make more money. Like they say, scared money don't make no money. So if you scared to make money, you ain't gonna make no money, because you supposed to. And when you do make the money, don't save the money up. Use the money to work for you. The money supposed to be working for you. You don't supposed to live your whole life just making money. You supposed to utilize the money so it can work for you. If you're gonna save the money up to invest into yourself in the business or whatever, use that money so it can work for you. Scared money don't make no money. But like I said, nobody is homeless. Only way you homeless if you disconnected from the earth, you disconnected from the planet. Like if you don't want to live in harmony with the planet, you don't want to live in harmony with the earth. You homeless. Yeah, you homeless. You feel me? Because if you only know one way how to, if you just only thrive and you're not surviving, then you homeless. I'm surviving. I know how to survive without money. I know how to survive without a 9-to-5 job. But I realize that life is boring if I don't get money and utilize money to do other things with. Like, I'm good at music. I'm good at I got good content for people. Like, all this shit makes so much sense for me to just invest in myself and get money and make money so money can work for me, so it can work for other people. Because once I blow up and once money works for me, right? Once I make money and I blow up and I invest into myself to make money work for me, money's gonna work for other people, because I'm gonna be like the Michael Jackson of this shit. I'm gonna open the doors for other people, because that's how you build, that's how you glow up, that's how you stay irrelevant, by helping other people, pulling to other people. I'm not talking about giving money away. I'm talking about putting people on game, making videos with other people. There's a lot of spiritual or content creators, whatever you want to call it, is blowing up, and see other people that's up and coming, but they don't want to team up with nobody. Teamwork make the dream work. Don't you know that we don't have to be working till we 62 years old to retire with a 9-to-5 job? Don't you know if as a group of people come together, right? Okay, for example, if a group, all right, if it's 6 people, right, that's making $2,000 a month, right? If it's a group of people around you that's working a 9-to-5 job and y'all trying to create your own business, your own corporation or your own movement or whatever, and the 6 of y'all making $2,000 a month, do the fucking math. Just do the fucking math. 2,000 times 6 is $12,000. To some people, looking at it from the outside in, but not looking at it from the inside out, will look at it like, man, $12,000 ain't nothing. But you know, it's celebrity. Who give a fuck about that shit? Worry about your fucking self. Worry about you getting yourself to that celebrity status where you can make $2,000. I mean, $12,000 in your fucking sleep when you can make $2,000 in a fucking day. Focus on that shit, my nigga. See, look, we worry about the wrong shit. We worry about too much the negative shit that's going on in the world. And that's why we always be at our lowest state. That's why we never had no money. That's why we never had homies. That's why we never had friends. That's why we never have... That's why females and men's be in and out of our lives and shit. Because we focusing on the negative shit. We focus on negative shit. We not focused on trying to glow up and blow up. We're not trying to focus on having motion. That's what it's all about right now. Yeah, you can have divine knowledge and stuff. Yeah, you can be a nerd. Yeah, you can be a genius. Yeah, you can be a spiritual master, teacher, or an outlaw, or gangbanger, street nigga, disciple, whatever you want to call it, or Israelite, or a Buddhist, or monk, or a holistic person, a telecall reader, a tattoo artist. Who give a fuck about that shit? Like I said, if it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense. Like, money controls everything, all our resources. So we got to go through the money, through the people, because money is the people. We are the money. But every person in this world doesn't have money. So you got to go. So anybody that's making money, you supposed to be only surrounding people that's around. You only supposed to be building and connecting with people that's making money. Point blank period. I don't want to sound cocky. I don't want to sound selfish, but it is what it is, bro. You only supposed to build with people that got motion or trying to get some motion, that's trying to make some money. Or you can't be around, like, nobody is not going to help you when you at your lowest, right? If you surround around people that's not trying to make no money, that's not trying to do nothing, they're not trying to grind or hustle or anything like that, and you just trying to grind and hustle, when you down and out, how can they help you? If you always have broke people around you. I'm not saying you can have $0 and you can still feel rich, right? You can be spiritually rich, but we gotta understand, we still in a video game. We still in this matrix. We still in the simulation that revolves around what? Instant gratification. I'm not saying sell your soul. And even people that we see that's faking like they sell their soul and still believing in the Most High God and becoming one with Jesus Christ, right? And find the kingdom of God within them on the back end, they didn't really sell their soul. So we see all these people on the internet, all these celebrities, they trying to put them down like they devil worshipers because they signed a contract. But y'all don't know, it's a trick. It's a trick. It's a trick to this shit, bro. It's a trick. Everybody that signed a contract, they didn't went all the way deep into selling their soul and being a puppet. But you gotta understand, we want to talk, a lot of these spiritual agents want to talk down on these celebrities and trying to view them as puppets and shit, but don't understand that they just being a puppet master, because the puppet masters, the ones that control social media, that create social media, you the one making their ass rich because you giving all your energy to them. You making money from their platforms, you making their corporation rich. Even if you're not making money for their platforms, even if you're not making money from Facebook, IG, YouTube, or Instagram, or TikTok, or Snapchat, even if you're not making, or OnlyFans, even if you're not making money on their platforms and you just giving your energy to these people on their platforms, you making a corporation rich. You making a corporation rich. By us having a cell phone, we making these cell phone businesses companies rich off our energy because we buying into it. We the biggest consumers. We are the biggest consumers, bro. The poor class and the middle class people are the most biggest consumers. When you become rich, you realize that, okay, it's time for me to create my own cell phone. It's time for me to create my own cars. It's time for me to create my own internet. It's time for me to create my own music industry. Yeah, because you rich, nigga. You in a rich tax bracket. And like, you feel me? You able to motherfucking do that. That's why they try to get rid of Michael Jackson. Because Michael Jackson was trying to own Sony. Think, y'all. Think. Don't look at this money shit. Don't look at this world as so negative. Because this is a negative energy farm. And they farming us and harvesting us for our negative energy. They want us to be negative all the time. They don't want us to be positive. They don't want us to love and want each other. They don't want us to have interdependency. They want us to be codependent. They only want us to have codependency. They only want us to trauma bond with each other, have entanglements, and have toxic relationships towards each other. They do not want us to be high vibrational all the fucking time. You feel me? So if anybody looking at celebrities, right, and they be like, oh shit, I look up to these people, and women's or men's want to be just like them, they glorify that shit. It's nothing wrong with that shit, because we all come from a royalty bloodline. We all came from a history, a foundation of Egypt. Black people is the modern day Egyptians. So we want to have gold on. We want to shine. We want to have VVS's, gold, copper. We want to be shining. We want to look like that. We want to shine. We want to, yeah. But it comes with making money though. And you got to exchange some of your energy for this shit. So if you making money, you exchanging your energy. You know, we always used to borrow and trade, but how we borrow and trade now is kind of like low vibrational. But you got to make it high vibrational. Even everything that you see in life that's so negative and fucked up, you gotta make it better. Like you gotta make the world a better place. Like how Michael Jackson make the world a better place for you and me. I hear the world make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. People dying. Care for life for the living. Make a better place for you and for me. Come on, bro. That's music back in the day when Michael Jackson was in his prime and shit, when he was still alive. I mean, he still is alive. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can be transformed to one energy to another life form. So Michael Jackson is still alive, in a better place, in another space, in another reality, doing the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. Or even doing it, or in a better place, in a better space in his life, where he not even have to do this shit again, because he already mastered this shit. He already ascended out of this shit. You feel me? You are not the body, you are not the mind. Once you tap into your true divinity and you transcend gender, and you transcend all this shit, bro, you're gonna be in a better place, in a better space. I'm trying to tell y'all what this shit is, bro. Stop playing with me. I swear to God on my mama, stop playing with me. Shout out to 607 Onk, man. You feel me? A lot of people want to say he an implant, but stop being negative, bro. If anybody's shining light, even anybody sparking a light, if anybody trying to put people on game, my nigga, and show people the ins and outs of this reality, far as making money, far as on a spiritual level, a quantum, a astrological, a psychological, a biological level, bro, that shit matters the most. Everything else is fucking tricking you and pulling you down and holding you down. You feel me? If they ain't holding you down, they slowing you down. That's what this shit is, bro. And we're going to keep making mistakes. Every great spiritual master teacher had made plenty of mistakes. That's how he can know how to get out of your struggle. Because if he haven't been through your struggle, how he going to show you how to get out of your struggle if he haven't been through your struggle? So anybody with a Christ consciousness will know how to get out of your struggle because they've been through your struggle. Because they know, because they constantly aware of what the struggle is. They're constantly aware of it. They got self-awareness. You can't conceptualize something from nothing. So we all got to be one again. And we can't conceptualize something from nothing. Then we got to become one with everything. We got to become all wholeness, totality, completion. We got to become one with everything around us. Whether they in their lower self or their higher self. Whether they are never race of us or not. It's not like all that race, gender, and religion shit is tricking us. It's trying to divide and separate us. And we got to look beyond that shit to come back to that oneness, that Michael Jackson, Prince, spirit energy that was used to be out there, that was used to be pushed out there in the world. We got to bring that shit back. And that's what I'm going to do. Peace and love, fam. I'm out. Gang. I love myself. 3 is free.